Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. My intros keep getting more and more intense every day. Well, every other day. So, anyways, last episode we were doing some Botania stuff. We were getting balls deep into Botania, and you know, I really love this mod. I'm really glad I started doing it because every time I get into a new mod that I really like, I just get so excited with it. As you can see off screen, I've done some things. That's what we're going to be doing today, but I'll get into that in just a second. But I've upgraded all of our armor. I've used Thaumcraft, stop making me go insane. Looks like what was that noise? Something is behind you. Strange whispers reveal secrets to me. All right, Thaumcraft is making me go insane. I told you guys. I wasn't kidding about that. But anyways, I've upgraded our armor. I've used our really awesome enchantment table and put all these cool enchantments on it, so that's really cool. I have also upgraded our mana steel helmet to be a mana steel of revealing, which means I just took a fresh goggles of revealing and I put it together with the mana steel helmet, and it gave us this thing, which is really cool because now I can see nodes. Unfortunately, as you can see with the texture, like with the helmet, it doesn't completely cover my eyes. I have a feeling it was supposed to, but the way my skin is, I guess I just have big eyes for skin. I really like my skin. I really love it. My skin was designed by a friend of mine, and I really love her for doing that. Anyways, off screen, I have been dealing around with more Botania stuff. I made more of these Endo Flames. I don't think I showed you guys that anyways. I made more Endo Flames, and I've removed all of the day balloons, which I actually just got done doing. These things, they were great at the start. You know, oh, I might end up placing them around for no reason, because they are really cool flowers, but they've outlived their use, because they're too beginner game for me. I'm getting into the higher tier Botania stuff now. Also, off screen, you know, we had those weird power problems, right? And I kind of had an idea of what was wrong. I think what I did is my power cells, like they would have, let me get F5. They had a limit on them that I set so they could only send out the amount of power that I was creating. And I was only creating 17,000 RF a tick, which I say only as in that's not a lot, but that is a lot. But apparently our quarry was actually taking more than that because I was doing some research on it. So I've upgraded it. I know it doesn't look different, and I'll explain that in a second. I know it doesn't look different, but I've added more fuel rods, and I've added, I think, 8 more fuel rods up and down. And now we're producing over almost 30,000 RF a tick, which is almost double what we were creating earlier. So that has substantially increased our power storage, so we don't have a power problem anymore. Well, that was all well and doubt that I was increasing our power, but then I was having a power transfer problem. Because if you look, hold on, if I can, no, that's not what I want. This is what I want. If we go and grab the conduit I was using this Ender energy conduit. Well, this conduit is amazing in the fact that it can move 20,000 RF a tick. But we were creating over 30,000 RF a tick, so it wasn't moving all of the power that we were making, which was starting to become a problem. So I upgraded. I was looking through the NEI for ducts and conduits, and I ended up finding this, and it's a really cool conduit. It's from Thermodynamics. I actually upgraded to this one first, the Resonant duct, which moved 32,000 RF a tick, which is perfectly fine for us right now. But then I saw there was an even upgraded version after that called this cryo stabilized fluid duct, which, as you can see, can move infinite amount of power at a time. So we will never have to worry about power movement. So that's really cool. I haven't exchanged the ones in the tower yet, because really we really don't have a problem with that for moving power through here. And plus, I really like how Ender IO you could place cables in the same block. I really wish other mods would do that. That's really cool. To make the thingamabobber, I had to get into gelid cryothium, which you know, I made. It really wasn't that hard. I just had to get a bunch of. We look up gelid cryothium, it's not that difficult. Gelid cryothium. If we look through here, no, we look at gelid cryothium. We need to make something called cryothium dust, which really The most expensive thing was the Blizz powder, which is just snowballs. You could either use Blizz rods or you could put snowballs in a fluid transposer with destabilized redstone. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Anyways, which wasn't that hard. You know, I got the niter from, because it also requires niter. I got the niter from this ore that we're getting. If I can find it, let's just look up the ore. I think yeah, saltpeter ore. We're getting that from metallurgy, from our quarries. So I had a bunch of that. So that's where I got the saltpeter from. And other than that, it's just redstone and snowballs. So I filled up a tank's worth and a little bit more just with gelid cryothium. I also replaced, I don't think we're going to be able to see it unless I rip up the floor. Let's rip up this one. Nope, wrong one. Incorrect. This one? Yeah, I've replaced the innards of the fuel rods. You can see where these 4 fuel rods meet. I changed out, because it had liquid ender right there. And I changed it out to gelid cryothium, and it seems to have helped in the power, keeping it cooler. So that's a thing. So it does help, but it's not, you know, it's not really that noticeable. So I've done that off screen. Also, I'm going to do something real quick at the beginning of this episode. I'm going to cut to a clip. I made out a clip of me doing what's it called? Node bullying, with this amazing node bullying thing. And I absolutely love it. It's going to be a really short clip with me using this cool transposer. And once you guys get back, I'll see you in a bit, guys. See you in a bit, guys. Hey guys, how's it going? I don't know where I'm going to put this in the video, but I told you I wanted to show you something really cool that I found out with these cool transposers from the Blood Magic. And what they do is, they're not that difficult to make. If I look up recipe, they're really simple except for this transposer focus, which you have to have a tier 4 blow-alter to get. So, I mean, that's the only hard part. But something that's really, really cool with these transposers is that you can move entities from anywhere in the world to anywhere else in the world as long as you have this cool transposer focus. So the way it works is you click, is you take the transposer focus, right click on anywhere in the world that you want, and then you take it and you put it in a different transposer that is underneath the thing that you want to move, and then you take a button or some kind of redstone signal and then you right click it. It'll then send that to the place that you were going to go. So let me grab this because I'm never going to be able to find this place again. Come with me. Thank you. And if we go back to our Thaumcraft room, which is where it's going, we can see it moved that node over here. And this is what I wanted to show you. The effect of these amazing time torches is that it's just completely demolishing this node in no time at all. I absolutely love these time torches, and I've been, oh, my bad, but I've been using these to completely speed up the process of me creating this aura node. And if you would have noticed, when I showed it at the beginning, it had like 30 and 40, and that thing devoured it in no time at all, which is really awesome. So if you're playing Resonant Rise and you have time torches, make sure you do this whenever you're doing your node bullying. It's really, really cool. But anyways, get back to the actual episode, Val. Alright, welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit when I'm doing my cool node bullying thing. I really love those time torches. Those things are really cool, and they're really helping out with my node bullying stuff and things. Anyways, what I'm doing right now is I'm making a few more runes for what we're going to be doing today. I really want to get into Terra Steel. And Terra Steel is a particular thing in Botania. It's a little bit better than the Mana Steel stuff, and plus it helps us in crafting stuff. So if we look up Terra Steel, Terra Steel, right here. It has no other recipe other than using the blocks. So what you need to do is you're going to need to use your little Botania book. So if we go and look, the only way to make Terra Steel is using this thing called a Terra thing and bababber plate up a jigger. So you're going to need to make different kind of all the different, well, not all of them, but a bunch of different runes. You're going to need to do Rune of the Water, Rune of the Earth, Rune of the Mana, Rune of the Air, and Rune of the Fire, which I have one of each one of those except for one of them, which is the Rune of the Mana, which isn't that hard, which really isn't that hard to make. So if I go over, wait a minute. Does it need to have to be in the thing? Yeah. So if we take, it's not that hard. Let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 and 1. So let's go ahead and do this one last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 and here, bam. And if we hit the thing, there we go. And luckily we have our amazing flowers of OPness that we can easily go through this. I just noticed what I said, but we could easily do this extremely fast. So I need another piece of living rock. Give me this. Also, off screen, if you look on your right hand side, probably some of you haven't realized this. Oh no, I need that. Give me that. I don't need you. I have made a new bauble. I've made the Ring of the Mantle, and what the Ring of the Mantle does is it gives you haste 2 when you wear it, which is really cool, except for the fact that we ran out of bauble slots and now we have to keep our angel wings inside of our inventory. That's the only downside. I wish we had more bauble slots, but we don't. So that's not that's not a huge deal. So what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to make a mana steel block. Then we're going to need, do we have to have them in the specific order? I hope we don't, but I have a feeling we will. So let's just go ahead and look at it one more time. And let's see, water, earth, mana, air. Water, earth, mana, air. Water, earth, mana, air, fire. And now we're just going to go get 3 lapis blocks. Really, this isn't that expensive, even though you have to have a considerable amount of mana to make those things, but luckily we have that. So if we look at lapis, let's just grab that, and then, oh wait, I did change them out. I'm so used to having that the wrong terminal at the bottom. So we grab these, and run over here. You know, I really like the sash. It made us faster, and plus we have haste 3. Yeah, we have haste 3 on our boots, so we're a little bit faster. Sweet. So we've got this now. Oh god, my bad. So the way this thing works, it works kind of like a beacon. Is you have to have a specific pattern between living rock and lapis lazuli blocks, and then you place this on top. So let's go ahead and grab the living rock, and I'm gonna have to go back and grab some more lapis lazuli blocks. I think it was 4. Yeah, that should work. And then let's go run this way. Let's grab some more lapis. Luckily, we have tons of lapis from the quarry, so we don't have to really worry about that. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get 5 of those. And I think we're just gonna stick it right over here. This is really our cool botaniary, so I don't see any problem with it being right here. And I think it should be like this. I don't think it needs to be living rock in the middle. It might be. Hold on. Creating a... Oh, it does need living rock under the plate, so let's grab this. You always gotta read, ladies and gentlemen. Read it and make sure. I just wanted to make sure. If it's not, if I read that wrong, then we can always change it out. It's not a big deal. So we put this right here, and then we take the plate, bam, aced it. So the way this thing works is it consumes a half a thing living of a mana pool, which is a substantial per, and that's per Terra Steel ingot. Luckily, we have 3 pools filled. So, Thaumcraft, what is wrong with you? Why are you bugging me now while I'm recording? So we have about 6 ingots worth. Man, that was weird. So we're gonna need to put mana into it, but I don't want to use the mana spreaders for one reason and one reason only. They're really, really slow. the mana steel, the mana spreaders are slow, unfortunately. So what we're gonna use instead is something called a spark. Now I bet you I can look it up in here. Spark. Nope, not spark. Spark. There we go. And to make a spark, we're going to need 2 mana petals, which isn't that hard to make. Some blaze powder, sweet. So let's go grab 2 different mana petals. I don't think these really matter. I think you can use any one. So I think I'm just going to use orange because we have a lot of orange. If you didn't know how to make a mana petal, all you got to do is take the petal and just throw it in the mana pool. Grab the 2 mana petals, and if we go back over here, to our AE network. We should have everything else that we need. So let's go ahead and do this. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna need another one because we're gonna need another spark. I bet you I have some petals in here, so I don't have to run back all the way over there. So let's go flower. Yeah, let's just use this one. So we'll have lime green this time. Luckily, these petals do not take that much mana. Put that back in there. Give me those. Sweet. And the way these sparks work is that they are adjacent to, well, not adjacent, they would be linked together between a mana pool and an object that is receiving it, and then you use the, let's use this one because I know it's full, and do that, and then you link them by right-clicking on the one that you want. Now this spark is going to be accepting from this pool and carrying the mana over here, and I do not believe that there's a limit to how fast it goes, so that's really cool. So let's go. We're going to need a mana steel ingot, a piece of a mana pearl, and I'm going to need to get a mana diamond. I am not prepared for this today, so let's go grab a diamond. Hopefully this is the last time that we're going to have to run over here. I really want to get wireless setup for this. If you did not know, there is a wireless thing that you can put on there, except you need to make a security terminal, and I just haven't done that yet. That is on my list of things to do as well. So the way this works is that you just have to drop it on there, which I'm going to take my magnet off because that will interfere. Just drop it on there, bam, bam, and bam, and this thing will start doing its cool magic trick. And if you watch, this pool is going to be getting depleted. It should go all the way down to halfway, and then we're going to get ourselves a Terra Steel ingot. And unfortunately, oh, let me just go ahead and link all these back up because these are not spitting out power. Ooh, no, 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 no. There you go. Because these things are going to be, these things need to spit their mana into something. So that's really good. So now we have a Terra Steel ingot. And if you look, yep, it drained all the way down to halfway. And now we have Dancing of in the Darkness. And there's a reason I made this. And what I want to do with this Terra Steel ingot is I want to make a portal. And the portal to, it's called, I can't, oh, it's the portal to the Alphamine. I think that's how you pronounce it. And you need a Terra Steel ingot to make the portal core. So I'm hopefully we'll be able to get to this episode. We're also going to need the Terra Steel to make the pylons for it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go check the time on the video. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it because I really want to get to that really today because I want to get the cool armor that comes from it. So I'm going to check the time on the video, get everything together that we're going to need. We're going to build it together, and I'm going to be right back with you guys. Okay? See you in a bit, guys. Alright, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, I've been doing some stuff off camera. I have completed the Elven gateway so far. It's not that hard to make. I mean, the hardest thing to make was really the Elven gateway core, which if we look it up, well, I could really just tell you, it's just a Terra Steel ingot surrounded by living wood. That was really the main reason that we got into Terra Steel right now. And what this thing will do is it needs to be set up in a certain fashion. It has to have living wood in this fashion, then it needs to have glimmering living wood inserted in this spot, this spot, and this spot. And glimmering living wood is just a single piece of living wood with a piece of glowstone, so it's really not that difficult to make. And then of course the Elven Gateway core, which was the most expensive part because it involved Terra Steel. So the way you need to activate this portal, which I say portal in quotations, is you need to have 2 mana pools on these points right here with these Natura pylons. And the way the Natura pylons are made is it's really simple. You need to make the regular, if the NEI will work, the regular mana pylons, which weren't that difficult to make. It's just a little bit of mana steel and a mana diamond, and then a piece of Terra Steel. Of course, we were making Terra Steel, and I actually still have some left over. I actually made 2 extra ones on accident. And then you need to fill up the mana pools, and right now they're filling up right now. You do not need to make them full. They only need to be about a quarter of the way full for each one of them to activate it. I do believe I could do it at this point, so I'm going to try it. I've already tried it once and it didn't work, so I already got the achievement. You can see in the thing. We got World Call. I'm sorry. I wish I would have done that on screen with you guys, but I'm sorry. So if we try to activate it, we get this cool light effect, And it's open, which it's really, really cool. Unfortunately, this is not a dimension. No, it's not. They need to add this, but it's not a separate dimension. So if I go inside of it, it doesn't do anything. And even if I shift, it doesn't go anywhere. Unfortunately, that's kind of the poor thing about this. But what this thing does do, it enables us to get a couple different items. So in order to see the items, first thing you're going to want to do is take your Britannia and just throw it in there. Your Lexic Britannia, and then it will shoot back out, and then we'll get the upgraded version with the Elven knowledge. So now we get this cool little thing, and then we can go about and look at all of the different things that have been put in from the portal. And of course they have a message from the Elven Guardian. I'm not going to read all that. I mean, I could stop. If you want to read it, you could pause the video and read it yourself. I already know all the fun stuff, so it's not that difficult. So let me just go through these pages. There's one more, and there you go. If you want to read that, you can. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to... Hold on, let's go back. There we go. We're going to want to make something called... I really want to make the Elementium stuff. So if we look up Elementium? There we go. This stuff, the Elementary Ingots. It's really, really simple to make. Oh, that did show it. I didn't know if that was going to show it or not. You need to put 2, for every 2 mana steel that you throw into the portal, it'll give you back 1 Elementium ingot. So we're going to need 24, which means we have 26, so that's going to give us 13. So let's go grab some more iron real quick. We're going to make up some more mana steel. I should have did this off screen. I didn't think about it. I didn't know we didn't have that much on us. So let's just grab a stack. And then we'll do 32 out of that, and we'll throw the rest into the little portal. Because they're, you know, let's see, which one has the most? Yeah, I used up most of my mana making the Terra Steel. Let's just throw a half stack in there. Sucked up most of our mana, so let's go ahead. Unfortunately, this process is not that fast. It's kind of slow, but at the same time, it's at a decent rate. So you can automate this. There is a way to automate this, but I don't think I'll ever need to do it. So the first thing we're going to make with this is I'm going to make the Elementium armor, because I really, really love this armor. I love the pink armor. Something about it is just really cool to me. Also, different things you can make. You can make something called, you can make Dream Wood, which is really cool. If you drop Living Wood into it, you can make Dream Wood. And then you can use the Dream Wood to make different kind of, Dream Wood twigs. You can make, you can turn mana pearls into pixie dust. You can turn mana diamonds into dragonstone, which is really cool. You could change nether quartz into elven quartz, which I really love the block. It's a greenish tint to quartz. You can, of course, make elven glass out of mana glass, which is really cool. Also, you can upgrade all of your spreaders from these regular mana spreaders into the next level spreaders. If I knew how to find this, it's probably, where's it at? I bet you it's in this one. No, it's probably in this one. Yeah. Let's see. We got the regular mana spreader, and if we look, I guess it's not in here. It's probably in here, and I'm just, oh, there it is. Elven mana spreader. It's really simple. Instead of using the living wood, you can use the dream wood, and then you have to use elementium instead of the regular steel. So that's really cool. They're actually better than these, so I'll probably be changing those out off screen. First thing we're gonna do, the one thing I've been waiting so long to do, is make the armor. Which, well, I want to do it in my fashion. I always like doing it in the quickest way possible. If we could just do that. Elven chestplate, and then, oh, I messed up. Helmet, boots, and leggings. So now, if we take off our mana steel, and we put on our elven steel. I really love this armor. It has the same armor rating as the mana steel, but there is one really cool difference that this stuff has. That the, ooh, that was a weird noise. That this armor does, that the other armor doesn't. And it's a really, really unique aspect to this armor. It's really cool. If I get hit by a hostile mob, I have a chance of spawning a pixie. If you look, it says chance for pixies to apply potion effects as well. You can also spawn a pixie that it's what they do is they attack the mobs that are attacking you, which are really, really cool. I really do like that aspect. It is not the best armor in the world, of course. Terra Steel is better, but I do enjoy the look of it. I really, really love the Elven Steel, or the Elementium, not Elven Steel, but the Elementium. They should have called it Elven Steel. So what I'm probably going to go do is I'm going to go enchant this stuff up. Check, well, you know, we've got plenty of time, but actually, no, now that we've done this clip, we're probably running out of time. So I'm going to go look at the time of the video again. I'm going to do some fun stuff with this armor, probably enchant it all. Probably put another goggles revealing if I can take, no, I can't take the goggle out. Dang it. But I'm probably going to have to go make another goggles revealing to put on this helmet. And we're going to be right back with you guys. Okay. See you in a bit, guys. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Yep, we're running out of time, unfortunately. These episodes go by so fast. But I'm so glad we were able to get this cool Elementium armor. I absolutely love this armor. I don't know if I've said that enough. I really wish the models were as cool as, like, I wish we had horns on this. That, you know, with the model having horns, but our helmet doesn't actually have horns. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. You know how much I love making them. Hit that like button for me. You know, I love, here we go again, I love every kind of interaction that comes from you guys, whether it's a like, a comment, you know, if you're going to comment something friendly saying, hey Val, you did a good job, or if you're going to comment something you want to see in the next episode, or if you want to see a different mod, or if you just love the mod in general, like what we're doing. I love all the comments. You know, I've always thought of something, you know, I thought about bringing something like a question of the day or something. I mean, if you guys would like to have something like that, you know, where we can actually interact better between me and you guys, I really want to do more interaction with you guys, because you know, I love your feedback. I love all of your nice general, you know, stuff that you say in the comments. I love, you know, because so far we've gotten some really, really good feedback, and I'm really enjoying this episode. I mean, not this, just this episode, this series in general. And actually, I've been thinking, I'm hoping we can bring a new series to the channel sometime this summer, because as you know, college finals week is over. I am back at my house now. I've got all my setup back I got all the junk out of my dorm, and I am now back at home. So this summer, you know, I really want to focus, not only, you know, I got a real life things, you know, I got to get a job and get money coming in, but I want to focus more on YouTube and you guys, and I really want to give you guys really, really good content. And if you guys have any suggestions on series that you want to on you guys, what you want to see, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you guys really loved this episode. I loved it. I'm so glad we got this armor. I really love this armor, if I haven't said it more than 70 times already. But yeah, hit that like button if you'd like to. Subscribe if you feel the need to. My name's Bal, and I got to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to go do. Fun stuff. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye!